Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a filing that promises to reveal some fresh insights. And let's just say what is inside might have us looking at how companies connect with our digital future, or perhaps don't connect. Predictive Oncology Inc. is back in the spotlight with a report that has got us asking, what is new in their financial world, and what is the real story behind their digital asset strategy changes? Stick around, because we're about to decode it all with the simple, no-nonsense explanations you expect. And before we jump in, if you love unlocking the secrets hidden within these official documents, make sure you are subscribed to Corporate Decoder. We also have a growing community on Discord, linked in the description below, where we break down these things even further. Alright, let's get straight to the heart of this. This is a Form 8K filing from Predictive Oncology Incorporated. Think of an 8K as a company's way of telling the public about major events as they happen. Kind of like a breaking news alert for investors. It is not a regular update like a quarterly report, but a special announcement. The most important date here is the 14th of November 2025. That is the date of the event they're reporting on, and also the date they're officially filing this with the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission. So, who are we talking about? Predictive Oncology Incorporated. They're a company operating in the healthcare technology space, specifically aiming to use data and technology to improve cancer treatment. They're incorporated in Delaware, which is a common state for companies to set up in, and their commission file number is 001-36790. For those of you tracking their stock, their common stock trades on the Nasdaq Capital Market under the ticker symbol POI. This tells us they are a publicly traded company, and this report is for everyone who owns a piece of them or is thinking about it. Now, the core reason for this particular filing is to announce their financial results for the quarter that ended on the 30th of September 2025, and to give an update on their digital asset strategy. They released a press release about this on the 14th of November 2025. When companies file an 8K for financial results, it is usually to get that information out to the public quickly. The report emphasizes that this information is being furnished, meaning it is being provided to the SEC, but it doesn't carry the same legal weight as if it were filed under certain sections of securities law. Basically, they're sharing the news, but with certain legal protections for this specific type of disclosure. The actual details of these financial results and the strategy update are in an attached document labeled as Exhibit 99.1. We always want to look at these exhibits for the juicy details. While the filing itself tells us that they announced results, the press release is where we find what those results are. This filing also includes the standard cover page interactive data file, which is helpful for analysts and machines to crunch numbers. But for us, the real story is in the press release itself. So we've got a company, Predictive Oncology Inc., putting out financial news. Every investor, from the everyday person to the big players, is going to be scanning this for how the company is doing financially and where they're heading strategically. Let's break down what is likely in that press release they're referring to as these 8K filings often just point to those announcements. When a company like Predictive Oncology Inc. announces financial results, they're essentially giving us a report card for a specific period. For this filing, they're talking about the quarter ending the 30th of September 2025. This means we're looking at how much money they brought in, how much they spent, and ultimately if they made a profit or a loss during those 3 months. Typically, in these press releases, you'll see key numbers like revenue, also known as sales. This is the total amount of money the company earned from its products or services. Then they'll talk about their expenses. This includes everything from the cost of developing their technology, paying their employees, marketing their services, and running their operations. A really important number is the net income or net loss. This is what is left after all the expenses are subtracted from the revenue. If it is positive, that is a profit. If it is negative, it is a loss. And that is something investors watch closely. They'll also likely discuss earnings per share, or EPS, which is the net profit divided by the number of outstanding shares. This helps give an idea of the profitability for each individual share of stock. Now, the filing also specifically mentions an update on their digital asset strategy. This is a really interesting piece. In today's world, digital assets can mean a lot of things for a company focused on oncology. It could refer to the data they're collecting and analyzing on patient treatments, treatment outcomes, and genetic information. It could also potentially, though less likely given their core business, touch on cryptocurrencies or other blockchain-related technologies if they're exploring those as a means of funding or transacting. Given the context of predictive oncology, it is most probable they are talking about their proprietary data repositories, AI algorithms, software platforms, and intellectual property that are digital in nature, and thus represent valuable assets for the company. An update on this strategy could mean several things. They might be announcing new partnerships to expand their data collection. new technological advancements in how they analyze this data, or perhaps a shift in how they plan to monetize these digital assets. For instance, are they planning to license their technology? Are they developing new data-driven products? Are they increasing their investment in cybersecurity to protect these valuable digital assets? The market reaction to these kinds of updates can be significant. If the company signals strong growth in its digital capabilities, especially if those capabilities can lead to better patient outcomes or more efficient drug discovery, investors will likely see that as a positive sign for future revenue and innovation. Conversely, if the update suggests challenges or a lack of clear direction in their digital strategy, it could raise concerns. Let's imagine what some of the numbers in that press release might look like. For example, we would be looking for a comparison from the previous year. If revenue grew by, say, 15%, we might say sales are up by about $1 in $7 compared to last year, which is encouraging. If expenses grew faster than revenue, that is a red flag. A 10% increase in operating expenses when revenue only grew 5% means they are spending more to make less relative progress. We would also look for any commentary on their cash flow. Are they burning through cash quickly? Do they have enough to fund their operations for the next year? The digital asset strategy update is crucial because it hints at the company's forward-looking plans. In a field like oncology, where data and AI are revolutionizing research and treatment, a company's ability to effectively manage and leverage its digital assets can be a key differentiator. If they're making strides here, it suggests they're positioning themselves for future success. If they're struggling, it could mean they're falling behind competitors. When we look at a company like Predictive Oncology Incorporated, we want to see a clear picture of their progress. Are their financial results supporting their stated mission? Is their technology development translating into real business value? Are they effectively managing their resources to drive innovation and growth in the competitive biotech and healthcare? It sectored this 8K filing by pointing us to the financial results, and the digital strategy update is giving us a snapshot to answer these critical questions. In conclusion, this Form 8K from Predictive Oncology Incorporated focuses on their latest financial performance and a key update to their digital asset strategy. We need to look at the press release it references to understand the specifics, but broadly, this is about how the company is performing financially and where it is heading technologically. Now, looking at the bigger picture here, Predictive Oncology Inc. operates in a high-stakes field, where innovation and data are paramount. Their success hinges on their ability to not only advance cancer research, but do so efficiently and profitably. This particular filing is critical because it signals how they are performing in the present and what their vision is for the future, especially concerning their valuable digital assets. Are their financial results a testament to solid execution and growth, or are they showing signs of strain? Does their digital asset strategy sound like a clear roadmap to unlocking new value, or is it a bit vague? These are the kinds of questions we're asking when we decode these filings. It is about separating the hype from the hard numbers and understanding what each piece of information means for the company's real-world health and its position in the market. We'll be looking closely at the detailed financials and strategy commentary from that press release to form a clearer opinion on their direction. This filing is essentially an update and a confirmation that a financial and strategic announcement has been made. It doesn't contain the deep dive numbers itself, but acts as a notification. The true analysis will come from the press release they've attached. For a company like Predictive Oncology, managing digital assets effectively could be their key to unlocking treatments and profitability. So this strategy update is not to be missed. Alright, that is our quick look at this Predictive Oncology Incorporated filing. What is your take on what this might signal for the company's digital future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown useful, hitting that like button truly helps us out, and make sure you subscribe for more corporate decoding. Don't forget to check out our Discord community in the description for even more in-depth discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.